What importance did culture have within your organization you were at and others of where it made a big impact? It was good, or where it was like, yeah, without this, we're not going to succeed.
Um, so because I have had the opportunity to experience good culture and bad culture, I would say the best experiences are when leaders know that they're there to cultivate the culture. I think a lot of times where you see toxic environments are when leaders just think it's everybody else's job. And they'll if people approach you and they'll say, we need this or this is an issue, there's a lot of leaders out there, they'll say, well, just fix it. You so I believe that that's what we're there for. I also believe that it is the responsibility of the people. So they have to know that they have to be part of it. But leaders have to make them feel part of it and create opportunities for them to feel heard and for them to feel like they can own the culture and help drive the culture, because there's a lot of cultures where they say, well, we have an open door policy and we listen to our people, and you don't. you know so it's critical for people to understand what the front line needs. So I've just been an individual leader or a part of multiple executive teams or cultures that have succeeded where we listen. First of all, you got to know the community. And it always starts with, where are you doing business? How are you helping the community? And are you engaged with the community? And in our space, that's important because you're recruiting the community. So it doesn't matter if you're remote. It doesn't matter if you have a physical standing building. You're in the community. So it starts with community. What are you doing for that community? And then what are you doing for your people? How are you listening to the people? What is the journey of the people? How are you getting the feedback from the people? How are you engaging? How are you supporting the leadership? And are you staying in front of the people? And it always really comes back to some basics. And I don't think it's that complicated. And maybe I oversimplify it, but it's really communicating, what does your company do? What is the vision of your company? How that person fits into the role of supporting that commitment or vision, mission, and then what you're doing for that individual and what opportunity they have or don't have. Um, so communication is so critical. And then the processes that you put in place to communicate that and support that communication. It really doesn't have to be complicated. I think a lot of times we put in these elaborate processes and elaborate programs, and sometimes we make them so complicated that you can't meet your own commitments to your people. And so I always challenge leadership to say, that sounds like a great program, but are you going to be able to maintain that program?